Hi, I'm Andre, 45, and I never imagined a betrayal in someone else's family would end up saving my life in a way I couldn't have predicted. This all unfolded in a quiet suburb near Krakow, Poland, where 6 months ago, I made a decision that changed everything forever. At the time, it felt like just a simple act of kindness, a human gesture, but I now know it literally saved my life. After my divorce, I lived alone with my 17-year-old son, Max. His mother, Olga, left us 2 years ago for a colleague without a second thought. Olga didn't even look back. She packed her things and walked away, leaving us to deal with the aftermath of her betrayal. Max struggled deeply with the breakup. The only person who stood by him was his best friend, Daniel, who had been part of our family since childhood. Had grown up side by side, almost like brothers, practically living under our roof for years. It was natural to treat Daniel as part of the family. Then one cold evening in March, everything changed when Max came home from school not alone, but with Daniel looking lost and carrying a travel bag. Daniel's parents had kicked him out after discovering his father's long-time infidelity. And Daniel, trying to protect his mother, became the victim of their wrath. Caught in a web of lies, Daniel's father accused him of meddling after Daniel accidentally witnessed private messages revealing the affair. His mother, she stayed silent, unwilling or unable to confront the chaos spiraling out of control inside their home. At 17, Daniel was suddenly homeless, penniless, and with no plan. He quietly asked if he could crash on our couch for a few days. Without hesitation, I said, "You're staying no matter how long it takes." That's how Daniel became part of our broken family. Daniel was incredibly mature. He cooked, helped around the house, and never once complained, always afraid of becoming an extra again. Then, 6 weeks later, something happened that completely changed the course of our lives forever. One night, returning home near midnight, suddenly felt a crushing pain in my chest and collapsed onto the cold kitchen floor alone. And helpless, my phone was left in the car, so I couldn't call for help. If I had been alone, this would have been the end of my story. But Daniel heard the noise from upstairs. He ran down immediately, understood the gravity of the situation, and sprang into action without hesitation. He called for an ambulance, gave me aspirin, and stayed by my side, refusing to let me lose consciousness or lose hope. Doctors later told me that 10 to 15 more minutes without help likely cost me my life. Daniel literally saved me. While I was recovering, Daniel's parents suddenly reappeared, the same ones who had rejected him over betrayal in their own marriage. They begged him to come back, attempting to fix everything as if nothing had happened, but Daniel was firm in his decision. He told them, "I am willing to forgive. I will never return to a place where betrayal is the norm." Today, Daniel lives with us on weekdays, gradually rebuilding a connection with his mother, while his father confronts therapy for the first time. For the first time, Daniel's father is facing consequences instead of running away from them. The whole family is slowly healing. Daniel and Max's friendship has grown stronger through the storm, proving that chosen family can mean more than blood ties. Recently, I overheard Daniel telling Max, "If it weren't for your family, I would still believe that love always ends in betrayal." The moment made me realize how sometimes those broken by betrayal become the ones who save others and build new families. If you rewatching this and feel like betrayal has broken your life beyond repair, maybe you just haven't reached the part where things start to heal. Thank you for watching my story. If it touched you, please like and subscribe to support the channel and help others find hope. Leave a comment. Do you believe it's possible to build a new family after betrayal? I'd love to hear your thoughts and stories. Until next time, take care and remember, sometimes the darkest moments lead us to our greatest light. See you in the next story. Let me take you back a bit after the divorce. It was just Andre and his son Max trying to build a new life from the wreckage. Olga left abruptly for a colleague, without a word of remorse, leaving 2 lives shattered and forced to pick up the pieces alone. Daniel, Max's childhood best friend, stayed by his side like a brother through every tough moment, becoming family by choice. Meanwhile, Daniel's own home life was unraveling. His father's betrayal tore his family apart, leaving Daniel with nowhere to go. After confronting his father's lies, Daniel was accused of meddling and cruelly kicked out, forced into a cold world with no safety net. He came to us, fragile and scared, quietly asking if he could stay just for a few nights on the couch, hoping for shelter and kindness. Without a second thought, I told him, "Stay as long as you want." Little did I realize this simple act was the turning point in all our lives. Daniel didn't just stay, he became part of the family, taking on responsibilities and treating our home as his own sacred space. Then, just weeks later, I was hit with a sudden heart attack at home, a terrifying moment that revealed the real value of family and presence. Daniel's swift action calling the ambulance and giving me help proved that sometimes the family who chooses you is the strongest support you'll ever have. Doctors later confirmed that Daniel's quick response gave me a second chance, a chance I might never have had without him. As I recovered, Daniel's parents attempted to reconcile and wanted him back, but Daniel stood his ground firmly for the first time in his life. He made it clear he forgave, but refused to go back to a home built on lies and betrayal. His courage was inspiring to us all. Now Daniel's rebuilding his relationship with his mother slowly, while his father faces therapy for the first time, trying to take responsibility for his actions. Our home, once broken and lonely, is now filled with new hope and connections we never expected but deeply needed. Betrayal doesn't just hurt one person, it ripples through lives, breaking some and building others, creating unexpected new families. Sometimes the very pain that breaks us also leads to the deepest healing and the strongest bonds if we let it. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If this story touched your heart, please hit like and subscribe for more inspiring journeys. Your voice matters here. Share below if you believe after betrayal, a new family and a new life can rise from the ashes. Until next time, remember sometimes the darkest nights bring us closer to the dawn. See you in the next story. The story is about how a simple act of kindness can reshape lives and even save a life, something I never expected to experience. In the middle of loss and betrayal, friendship forged a new family, stronger than blood and full of hope. Even in brokenness, hope can grow when people choose to care and fight together for something better. Life sometimes twists in ways we don't expect. Betrayal might be the beginning of a story we didn't know we needed. Family isn't just biology. Sometimes it's the people who stand by you when everything falls apart. One person's betrayal threatens to break hearts. Others can become the strength that builds new beginnings. Daniel's quick thinking gave me a second chance, a literal life saved by friendship and compassion. This story is proof that unconditional support, even from friends, can mean the difference between life and death. Healing from betrayal is not easy. With patience and love, even the deepest wounds can begin to mend over time. We learn to redefine family ties, not by blood, but by loyalty, respect, and shared strength in the face of hardship. Forgiveness became a choice, not because forgetfulness was possible, but because moving forward demanded it. It takes courage to rebuild from betrayal, but when you do, you build something more authentic and resilient. Daniel's refusal to return ended a painful cycle and opened the door to healthier relationships and personal growth. Therapy finally gave Daniel's father tools to face his past and strive for change, proving that healing is always possible. Story shows that even after the darkest betrayal, new beginnings and hope can emerge stronger than before. If betrayal has shattered your world, remember it. You are not alone, and your story isn't over yet. Other chapters lie ahead. Share your experience in the comments below. Your story might inspire someone else to find strength to rebuild. Thank you for being part of this journey. Until our next story, keep faith alive and know that healing is possible.